This is Note-Taking Guide 1.1 for Math 1. Today we're going to just talk about some conversions. So conversions are a little bit interesting in the fact that usually if you want to do a conversion, you have to know from the measurement you're moving from to the measurement you're moving to. When we need to do that, we're really just going to look them up on the internet. We're not going to take too much time memorizing stuff. And when it comes to test time, I'm going to give you those conversion factors that you need so you don't have to worry about having those memorized. But on this first problem right here, it says circle the units that would work best for measuring each object. And the first one says the distance from the sofa and the TV in the living room. Well, the sofa and the TV in the living room, they're not very far apart, but centimeters are not very big at all. Inches are a little bit bigger than them. There's feet and then there's miles. You definitely don't have miles in between your TV and your couch. Inches, it might be a little bit too small of a measurement to use because your number would be pretty big. So I would go with feet on that. So today on these kinds of problems, we're just going to guess our best measurement for those and then circle which one is correct. So how far to the Maverick from Mill Creek High School? Well, we know it's not very far. We can walk that all of the time, but we know inches is too small. We probably don't want to measure in inches. Yards might be, it would be a decent measurement, but probably a little bit harder to measure with like a yardstick or something. Meters and miles, I think that would kind of be a toss-up between which you'd want to do. Meters are a little bit bigger than yards, so you can measure in meters. I don't think it's even a mile to Maverick, so if we were going to use a measurement for that, we would probably say like 0.5 miles or half a mile or something like that. So I think that you would be all right with guessing either of those two, but I think I would go with meters for my measurement. But I also think that you could go with miles. So again, you're just making your best guess as to what you think would be the best measurement for the distance that we're looking at. These next ones say convert the measurement in the problems below. We're going from 2 tons to how many pounds? So if you don't know the measurement and I don't give it to you on your worksheet, you guys just use Google and look it up and say how many pounds are there in a ton? And when you do that, you're going to find out that there's 2,000 pounds in 1 ton. So 2,000 pounds equals 1 ton. That's the measurement that you need to know. So if you have 2 tons, that means you would have to times 2,000 pounds by 2, and you would get 4,000 pounds for your measurement there. The next measurement says to go from 2.5 feet to inches. So again, if you don't know how many inches are in a foot, then you're just going to look that up. But we do know that there are 12 inches equals 1 foot. So we're going to use that conversion factor to figure out what we're doing. So if we have 2.5 feet and we're going to inches, we're going to times 12 by 2.5. That will tell me how many inches are in a foot. So take the number 12, times it by 2.5, and you're going to get 30 inches in 2.5 feet. The next problem over here, we're going from 12 cups to pints. So the question is, how many cups are there in a pint? Well, there's 2 cups in 1 pint. So for every cup we have, we're going to divide it by 2 to get to the pints. So 12 divided by 2 is going to be 6. So we have 6 pints, which is the same as 12 cups. So this next problem over here, the last one on these little conversion ones, says 32 ounces equals how many pounds? Well, our conversion factor for that is 16 ounces equals 1 pound. Again, if you don't know that, you're just going to look it up on the internet and figure that out, and then we're just going to do the math. So 32 ounces equals how many pounds? Well, we're going to divide it by 16 to figure out how many pounds that is. So 32 ounces equals 2 pounds. All right, the next part of this worksheet is, I just want to make sure I did all the ones on that page. We did, is a couple of word problems here. So the first one says, Tracy needs to put 9 cups of mayonnaise in her recipe for potato salad. That's a big old recipe of potato salad. That's kind of gross to think about 9 cups of mayonnaise, but she needs 9 cups of mayonnaise in her potato salad. But she doesn't have a cup. She only has a quart measuring cup. So how many quarts of mayonnaise does she need to use? So 1 quart equals 4 cups. So we're going to take the 9 We're going to divide it by the 4, and that's going to tell us how many times she's going to have to fill up that quart measuring cup. And that's going to be 2.25 times, or 2 1/4 of those quart measuring cups of mayonnaise. The next one says, Seth wants to mail his book to his new house. He weighs them. They weigh 26.5 pounds. When he gets to the post office, they want to know how many ounces his book weighs. So what's the weight of book in ounces? 1 pound equals 16 ounces is the conversion factor there. So he has 26.5 pounds. And the pounds to go to ounces, we're going to times it by the 16. So we're going to go 26.5 times 16. You can just punch that in your calculator. When you do that, you get 424 ounces. Good luck with your homework today, you guys. Thanks for watching.